down onto silence. Chain's done with the silence as well, but unfortunately still not enough, especially with the chain heal giving him an extra bit of window. There is going to be Chris Luck coming in from the side with the golem being dropped. He's fully going to commit onto the kill, onto No Fear, but he's thrown all of his remnants away, and now maybe Non-Grotto with the help of Lil can actually bring him down. A Sleight of Fist is going to be able to buy him a lot of time. He had a lot of magic wand stacks, so with the rest of Amber Gates joining him here, oh, great hit for the Stroke of Fate, but unfortunately it's not enough. He will continue charging through. The Ember Spirit is going to try and cut him off, hit him with the Slight, gets him with the chains, will be able to get the kill.
And that was a little bit too greedy from Lil. He was trying to prep the ulti as Kuman and Chris Luck wants to go for it. And in fact, he's going to catch him with the chains here.
Refraction, 2 seconds, Stroke hits him, managed to get off that magic wand. Refraction is up. Now Chris Luck, without a bunch of remnant stacks, I think that's unlikely to go for that kill. Instead, just secure the power runes. There is a nice, tasty arcane rune bottom lane for an Ember Spirit. Just the thing he wants to see.
Thought about using that ulti, but not quite in range, and like
bulldoze just means that disable like the Rod of Atos, you can't actually chain it very easily. Oh, that vacuum though.
I thought it hit him.
Yeah,
he instead dies because of that.
And Lil, he might be dead as well as he tries to go out and save the Templar Assassin. What a big play for Amber Gesa. And if they can also somehow make a play back at bottom lane, where they do manage to catch No Fear there for a second, immediately manage to get the purge off from the Satyr Banisher to get rid of the Rod of Atos and allow No Fear to escape. That was a cool play.
Dude, Stinger's TP actually got the TA killed.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The fact that
he came in and
forward and tried
TA.
to, yeah.
Radiant structures are
Oh no. If you got the vacuum off, Dota's a game of inches.
Waiting for Amber Gesa is now they're going to set up with their Radiance. That K1 is now happy to join the rest of his team and push to tier 2. They don't have the Ember Spirit around here though, and Stinger has already used his Golem, so I'm not sure if this is a fight they can actually win, especially around a shrine. A good soul blind, but it's not enough to be able to save Stinger. He's still going to be slowed down. Non-Grotto is right there to be able to find him. They just roll up with Whisper, doing so much damage. How did that Juggernaut die?
He got silenced.
He got silenced before Omni Slash?
Yeah, he didn't want to use the Omni. I think so.
I guess the best you've got is like Fatal Bonds is pretty good versus Morph.
He'll get a BKB at some point though and be invincible in this game.
Yeah.
And that's right. Right now the problem is that him and the Darkseer having too good of a game is pretty rough for him. This Ember Spirit hasn't really had moves to make. He's only had reactionary moves. And he's too underleveled and farmed to necessarily go for something. This is what mid one does really well, is that he finds that sweet spot where he's like, I'm level 7. If I wait too long, I'll have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Whereas it feels like Chris Luck this game, he keeps trying to recover his farm during this time, but he's never going to be able to keep up with the Morphling.
Right.
So if he had just gone to gank at like level 7, tried to like find some kill distribution around the map for his team, maybe they recover as a whole.
Yeah. Mid one would, by like level 5, have chains and probably would have moved to secure like bounty runes or something, would have gone for kills at level 7 for sure. But here, still a 0-4-4, finally gets a level in chains. And another charge on the K1. Fortunately, he's able to Wraithfire Blast, No Fear.
And K1, what, he's got the Midas?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Do you agree with that? He did the same thing, by the way.
What?
Midas. Meanwhile, we've got Non-Grotto, who has Mech. Arcane Boots is going to complete the pipe before getting the Guardian Greaves. Silent has Echo Saber. He is behind in farm still.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But not that much.
And this Wraith King, because of his like non-deaths, and he didn't get slowed down at all, aside from that time he like got booted out of his jungle, he almost has a Radiance.
Yeah.
Like this is still a pretty solid timing. Like his Midas first build was not punished. Because Kuman similarly just kind of wants to hit creeps. Which is not the wrong choice, but it does mean that there's going to be space opened up on the map.
So despite a 2,000 net worth lead for Windstrike and kind of a bumpy start for Amber Gesa all around, they can still hit that really big mid-game timing we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, the downside, there's a really big downside for Windstrike's lineup, is that all 3 of the cores just want to hit creeps.
Yeah.
It means that no one's really making plays for each other.
The
Not
upside
really
is
connecting or looking for a 5-on-5.
because of their advantage. They're taking a lot of towers right now.
Yeah, and Vergase is just they sort of realize that they're like, well, we've split.
Oh, fully committing here onto Kumin with the Spirit Vessel. He knows that's going to make it difficult. Kumin does turn into an Ember Spirit, gets a Flame Guard out for himself, but they've controlled him up pretty decently. The Vacuum over the waveform out. The Spirit, he does manage to at least catch the Darks here, but God, it would have been so good for them if they'd actually caught the Morphling. Unfortunately, turning into an Ember Spirit and giving himself Flame Guard, that makes the Morph significantly tankier.